please. Present.
Here.
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 Green,
Here.
Massey,
Here.
Ray,
Here.
Miguel Rodriguez,
Here.
Here.
Kevin Witt.
Here.
Okay, we'll have a, go immediately into the audit committee. Do a roll call for the audit committee? Or just identify who they are?
Am I doing that, or you
You can.
reconstituting?
Passing the buck to the audit chairman.
Okay. We have 3 committees, so make yourselves comfortable. I'd like to call the audit committee to order. Call the roll. Jude Jean-Francois. Kevin Gomez. Kevin Witt.
Here.
Okay, we're all here. First is an item to vote upon, also known as an action item. Approval of minutes. I need a motion. I have a motion. I have a second. I have Gomez and Witt. Any discussion, question, comments, or corrections? Hearing none. All in favor? Oppose or abstain? The 4 members of the committee have passed that unanimously. There is no old business. There is exciting new business. We're going to have a remote presentation by Ms. Shannon Manise presenting the audit report. Ms. Manise, are you with us?
No. Is she, you're going to come online?
It's audio.
Audio, okay. Is she there?
Eileen is talking. I'm not sure who she's talking to.
Okay.
How's it in the control booth?
We'll knock on the wall for her now.
Eileen has to set this up, right? Okay.
So I'm working on it.
Okay. We'll talk about.
Anything else
you
to
know-
talk about?
Pardon me?
Anything else to talk about on the audit committee?
On the audit committee, well, you have a nice document in front of you if you want to start
Well,
prepping for
we can
that.
pause the audit committee and then go into finance committee, or is there something?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Logistically,
right,
we'll
so-
be,
Eileen, once you get around, let us know. We're going to go into the finance committee.
good?
All right.
Okay. All righty, we'll hold that in abeyance per the chairman's recommendation. Well, now I'd like to call to order the finance committee. I'll call the roll. Mr. Massey?
Here.
Ms. Ray?
Here.
Mr. Green?
Here.
Okay. We also have minutes. I need a motion.
So moved.
I need a motion and a second. We got that. Any questions, comments, corrections? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Oppose or abstain? Motion carries. Old business, there is none. New business, we have a live presentation by Ms. Bruni for the investment report.
Good afternoon or good evening. All right, in your packet, you have our annual report, Paris report, and financial statements. So if you go to the investment report, it's part, and so it's like, it looks like this, the Paris report. Okay. So, last section, Patty? Okay. All right. So if you go to page 3, right, of 5.
I apologize. I should have these in.
It's all good. We're in the first subdivision with the 23 pages. Is that where we're supposed to be looking?
Page 1 of 1, and it's,
Page 1 of 1.
Yes, so you can see here that the investment part of the Paris report has all the questions regarding sales. If you go to page, this is confusing, page 1 of 5, so page 2 of 5. you'll see all the procurement transactions. So you'll see like for 87 Wisner Avenue.
Okay,
And then you'll see Matthew Davies. These are the contractors that worked on our projects, 168 Linden.
This way requires that anything over $5,000 has been our procurement report, in other words, properly procured. The investing report regards our properties that are held.
Patty, you should,
Patty,
yeah, but the.
bring on
the mic.
So the investment, the procurement report, anything over $5,000 that we pay to any vendor has to be in our procurement report to the state. We want to make sure that these were properly procured. So that's what you're seeing there. Matthew Davies happens to be one of our contractors, and of course, guessing that we pay $200,000 or better for rehabs, he has been paid more than $5,000. The investment report has to do with the fact that we have an investment policy and procedures that we review every year, which we do during the reorganization meeting in January, every January. This is regarding 2025, so that was last January. And that's all that the Harris report asks for, as far as our investments are concerned. In our annual report, when Maria presents that during the regular meeting, she will give you the details of our investments, which are houses that were sold or procured this year. Sorry. And
No,
it's
that's
I
it.
apologize, I forgot to tell Maria that we needed to do that.
Thank you, Patty.
Okay, what else in the Paris report that you want us to see?
The,
That is the only thing for the finance.
that's for the finance committee, yes.
Okay. All in favor of a resolution to recommend acceptance of the, I put a motion on the floor to accept the resolution to recommend the acceptance of the 2025 investment report to advance to the full board. I need a second. Mr. Massey seconds. Any discussion of the four of us? All in favor?
Aye.
Oppose or abstain, motion carries. I will then make a motion to adjourn. Ms. Ray seconds that. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor? Thank you very much. Motion carries. Should we go back to
Well, let's
audit?
see. Eileen, is Shannon on?
Not hearing anything.
She's on, but for some reason it's not coming through.
Okay, so we'll move on to the governance committee.
Give us a knock on the door when you think we should stop. I'm now going to go to the governance committee. I'll start with the roll. Rodriguez with an S.
Here.
Rodriguez with a Z.
Here.
Very good. We're all here. Approval of minutes. I'll make the motion. Mr. Rodriguez with an S seconds it. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Oppose or abstain, motion carries. There is no old business. There is some new business, a resolution to approve this 2025 Board Evaluation Report to New York State. Who will do that? Thank you.
So in your packet, you have the letter stating the confidential evaluation of the board performance that was handed in. So this is the summary that is going to go to the state. So all 10 board members responded. All of the responding board members selected either agree or somewhat agree with all 16 criteria. And no one elected any disagree criteria. And out of the 16, compared with 7 of the 16 criteria during the 24 survey, one board member chose somewhat agree, 7 of the criterion agree on remainder. With the review of all the responses with the governance committee and work to strengthen the operation, and we will continue to do this as a whole. This survey has been maintained and individual responses will be disposed of, and this will be filed with the ABO.
Okay, we're very agreeable. Are there any questions or clarifications?
This is only for acceptance by the governance committee. It does not have to go to the full board.
Thank you for the clarification. I'll make the motion that we approve it. Rodriguez with a Z makes a second. Thank you. Any other comments? All in favor? All three of us agree? We're very agreeable. That's what I said before, right? Okay, I'll make a motion to adjourn. Rodriguez with an S. Seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Are you following this? Any opposed or abstain? Okay, we're out of governance.
One more shot at the audit committee? No good, Eileen?
Can we do it on a phone? Do we put it on a
Yeah, can she
speakerphone?
call one of our phones?
Well, we may have to table, I'm not sure.
Hold on one second.
What do you need? You need a vote tonight?
It is time dependent.
So put it on a phone.
Okay.
Anybody got our
Yeah.
number?
You can do it?
You can do it.
Hold on, working on
Wait.
giving you a number. So I just, it's a clean opinion, which is what we want. No findings, no compliance issues. She can discuss the details of the financial audit at a later date. Approve it with the current financial statements in front of you.
Most important part is a clean opinion.
Clean opinion, no compliance issues.
Mr. Chairman, are you comfortable with introducing a resolution?
I am if my committee is. Francois Gomez Witt, any problems with that idea? Okay, then we will accept it as it has been briefly presented by the
Is she on the
representative.
phone?
I can get her on the phone if you'd like me to.
Well, get her on the phone, we'll do it real quick.
Okay.
then. Mr. Johnson,
I apologize for the
the way you
delay.
described your vote was that limited information, blah, blah, blah. I think it's safer that we now, since we have that on the record, that maybe some aren't comfortable with the voting on something with limited information.
Okay, then we'll rescind the blah, blah, blah.
The blah, blah, blah
We'll
was the
move
problem.
forward.
Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. You're live.
Okay. Good evening. Sorry for all the technical issues. Leonora did sum up the two most important things, that you did receive a clean opinion and that there were no compliance or internal control findings. Just to key a few items, your current assets increased by $56,000, and that's just an increase due to cash going up from the sale of some properties. And there's $8,000 that is due from the city or the city. Your long-term assets and liabilities decreased proportionately, which is due to the sale of two properties, and one property was turned back to the city, and that was 135 Linden. So for 2025, there was a $33,000 increase in your net position, which means your revenues were more than your expenses, which is always a good thing. And that's pretty much the summary of the financial statements for 2025. And I'd like to thank Patty for her assistance in getting this done promptly.
All right. do any
Johnson, are you
member-
comfortable with now asking the question in a different way?
Well, I was going to make sure there were no questions on the part of the committee members, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Do I have the permission to do that?
Of course you do.
Thank you very much. Having heard the report again, any members of the committee wish to change their vote? Hearing none. Thank you for your ingenuity.
I don't think they voted. Did they vote?
We're already on the record having approved it. I asked the members of the committee if they want to change their vote based upon the second
you have a vote?
presentation. None of them said they wanted to change it.
Who's taking the minutes?
Original vote
You have a vote,
stands.
Patty?
I don't think we got that
I
far.
think you missed the fact that we did not vote.
We didn't get that far, I don't
Didn't
think.
get that far.
Okay. Well, I'm doing a wonderful job, aren't I?
Not so much, but
It's all right.
go ahead. Try it again.
Well, if you want to rescind the vote for the vice chair, that would be okay, too. All right. Having heard two reports about the audit, I'll put a motion on the floor to approve. Somebody give me a second. That would be you, Jean-Francois. Merci bien. All in favor? Any opposed or abstain? Third try, motion carries. I will make a motion to adjourn. Jude makes the second. Merci bien. Aussi. All in favor? Oppose or
Aye.
abstain? With deep regret, I turn the floor back to the chair.
Well, thank you. Financial report, Leonora? With deep regret, I accept it.
Good evening, everyone. In front of you, you have two financial reports. The first one is the checkbook balances through January 31st, 2026. There wasn't much activity, so you'll see that the checkbook balance is $712.69. For the savings account, it started off with $78,641.63. You have a savings ending balance of $79,785.55. The current operating debt is $343,853.77. There is no sales to date as of right now. The second report is the profit and loss versus year-to-date budget. However, there's none for January. Any questions for me?
Hearing no questions, we need a resolution to accept the financial report as presented. Seconded by Gomez. Motion was by Massey. All in favor?
Thank you.
Okay, yes, we need the approval of minutes of the January 20th, 26th
moved.
meeting. Moved by Rodriguez with an S.
Second.
Seconded by Massey. All in favor?
Aye.
Audit presentation we just got, or correct, or do you have to do anything else? This is not,
It must be contagious.
this is an audit presentation on the regular agenda.
Correct. So we just did
You just did the audit committee presentation, I thought.
our audit committee and
It's the same presentation?
same presentation,
Okay.
so we're looking for a resolution to accept and approve, and to authorize me to submit to New York State.
Motion
So moved.
by Massey, second by Ray. Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Executive Director's short report.
So everybody did receive the annual reports, the Paris reports in your packet, and I'm going to do the summary for 2025. Bids were awarded for 2025 for 84 Linden Avenue, 54 Washington Street, and we have a pending sale for 168 Linden Avenue. Under construction, that began in '25, was 7 Janung. Of the 20 properties acquired by the agency when the agency was formed, 16 were sold, 1 is under construction, 1 is pending contract, and 1 is slated for completion, and that's 7 Janung. And we did dispose of 1, that was 135 Linden. It was returned to the city for economic development purposes. And we have 1 remaining property, which is 28 Beacon Street, which is to be determined if we're going to do that as a next project. And then we're also for 26 looking for vacant properties to possibly do some work. So I'm just going to go through a quick PowerPoint showing 54 Washington, what it was like before, a 2-family house. This was the interior. It was just a wreck. And then we sold it. Exterior. This is interior work. Kitchen. And this is the second apartment in the kitchen, in the property. Second kitchen in the
We all knew
property.
exactly what you meant.
We had a closing day. Happy family moving in. And then 84 Linden. It's a single-family home. That's what it looked like before we started. That was inside again. And what's cool about these houses is like some of the woodwork that, yeah, and they kind of were in pretty good shape that we were able to preserve. Again, this, yeah, So there you go with, you'll see the columns, the staircases, kitchen.
Oh, it's beautiful.
We sold that. Another happy new family to our city. And then 7 Janung is what looked like before, is under construction right now. So that's the interior. Yeah, that's all prior. We demoed the entire interior. Yeah, there was a lot of rotten.
Went down the bones, huh?
Yep. So stay tuned, we'll be showing,
I'm excited now.
yeah, I think siding is gonna be going up soon. So it is buttoned up, new roof and everything, and then they're working on the interior, so I'll have some updates. So, you know, that's what, in '25, we sold those 2 properties, 84 Linden, 54 Washington, and 7 Janung is underway. And that's all I have.
Any questions? Okay, so we can move to a resolution to accept and approve the 2025 annual report, or is it?
And Paris.
And Paris reports, and authorize Maria Bruni, Executive Director, to submit the same to New York State.
So moved.
Motion by Massey, seconded by Gomez. Any questions on the resolution? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, bills and communications. We have 3. City of Middletown, $438.34. Jean Grillo, 168 Linden Avenue, $10.45. And Pathstone, 54 Washington Street, $1,500. Need a motion to get them on the floor, then Maria can explain what they are.
So moved.
Moved by Johnson, seconded by Rodriguez for the Ness. Go ahead.
City of Middletown, it's interest payments to the monies that we borrowed for rehab. Gene Grillo was just a balance left on his legal fee for 168
Looks like a
Linden.
good deal.
And Pathstone, as you all know, is our partner who qualifies the home buyers, and that is their fee for their service, $1,500.
Any questions? We have a motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? None? And now, old business? None, Maria? No new business? Motion to adjourn.
So moved.